When it comes to Kanye, I never know if I'm gonna be a witness to a public collapse or a breakthrough. I never know what to expect. The establishment finds him repulsive, but the people can't get enough of him. He's alluring to the masses. He has crafted an image for himself that is ideal for the modern era of online celebrities. He lends an honest voice to trauma for our generation of disillusioned people, despite the fact that his voice is not faultless, but there is a price to pay for violating etiquette. Hello everyone, and welcome to another video. Today we'll be looking at Kanye West was right. New black rappers got sacrificed for profit. Yeah, you heard it right. Have you ever found yourself in one of those excruciating situations where you felt like you were witnessing a car accident unfold in front of you and you kept shouting, "Oh no, oh no," while the driver spun out of control? When I watched the now famous tape of Kanye West on TMZ live in 2018, I felt exactly the same. Well, you found the video in which Kanye says the soundbite that caused the internet to crash. When you hear about slavery for 400 years, how long has it been? It sounds like you have an option there. You lived there for the past 400 years, and it's just the both of you. That is the equivalent of being mentally incarcerated. My initial reaction was that Kanye was clearly not the same person that he had been in the past. The individual who more than a decade earlier, following Hurricane Katrina, had broken through the phony veneer of civility and spoken out, claiming that George Bush doesn't care about black people. Kanye West in 2005 was someone who spoke out to me and for me. He was that Kanye. He conversed with a great number of other people. In contrast, Kanye West stated on TMZ in 2018 that slavery was a choice. Nope, he's good to go with that one. What had taken place in the years that had passed in between? What had been different? Some people in the United States interpreted the phrase slavery was a choice to mean that black people have an inherent lack of intelligence. The inference is that we willingly participated in our own bodily captivity and that this was the case. Others saw it as evidence of Kanye's fundamental lack of intelligence and of his determination to serve as a tool for the Trump show. Both of these conclusions are fallacious when viewed through the lens of hindsight. Well, I'll be the first to concede that it's a strange soundbite, and that the conversation in question is taking place in an appropriate setting with the wrong people listening in. It's the kind of statement that you'd make when you're trying to make a name for yourself as the divisive cousin at the Easter dinner, not while you're participating in a stage performance at the headquarters of a corporation that specializes in slanderous rumors. There is, however, a layer of depth to what Kanye is saying, which becomes more apparent when one considers his tweets from the following day, in which he explains that when he refers to choice, he's more likely speaking of mental than physical captivity. He goes without saying that I'm aware that slaves did not voluntarily have their hands bound or board ships. My point is that the fact that we were mentally enslaved because we chose to remain in that position, despite the fact that numbers were on our side, indicates that we were mentally enslaved. The reason I brought up the idea of 400 years is that it's impossible for us to remain mentally confined for another 400 years. It is a time for unfettered thought. Even the phrase itself was an illustration of the concept of free thought. That was nothing more than a notion. We have been socialized to constantly discuss and debate racial issues. Our discussion has to be brought up today. The idea that mental terror was imposed upon black communities in order to maintain individuals who were enslaved in a subservient position is particularly accurate. Among the many things in this that are accurate, hence, in this sense, Kanye was correct in asserting that mental captivity is capable of performing a great deal of work that physical enslavement alone is unable to perform. About the effects of psychological abuse, he was absolutely correct. I, along with a great number of other people, took issue with his comments due to the fact that it is an extremely risky and untrue idea to suggest that if you're unable to break the binds of psychological terrorism, it's because you're a mentally weak person. This was our main point of contention. This is just another method of pathologizing black people and laying the burden for the evil of slavery on our shoulders. For that reason, I'm not feeling very enthusiastic about the remarks, but it is important for me to comprehend the point that he was attempting to make. A few days later, Kanye West visited the black radio and media celebrity Charlemagne the God in order to elaborate further on his previous views. Charlemagne jumped right into the conversation by inquiring about Kanye's state of mind and urging him to provide additional insight. Kanye West, there is no question that we are coping with racism. Yet, I want to advance notions for the future. It's like all those slave movies. Why do you feel the need to continue bringing up the topic of slavery? Why don't you replace Harriet Tubman on the $20 bill with Michael Jordan? So that's all from today's video. If you enjoyed it, remember to leave a like, subscribe, and ring that bell icon so that you never miss our upcoming videos. And don't forget to share your thoughts in the comments section down below. Stay tuned, and we'll catch you in the next video.